Well, hello folks, Mark Anthony here, the Vegas Tourist, and today I want to talk to you about CES, Consumer Electronics Show. This is a convention that comes to Vegas the first week in January, and I've been going to it off and on for about the last 30 years. It is closed to the public, but it's open to those of us in the media and those of us in the industry. This is where we get to see what's coming out for consumer electronics or consumer technology, thus CES, all right? And it's kind of fun because, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, you would go there in January and you see what's going to hit the shelves November, December. Now it's more like what's going to be hitting your internet stores March, April, May. Okay. And so, it's a gadget show. Normally it attracts 140 to 160,000 people. That's a lot of people, and it takes over the major convention centers here and a lot of the top flight restaurants and things like that. So, it's a very big deal. Last year, because of the lockdowns, it was all online. This year, it was part online, part in person. So it didn't attract the 150, it attracted probably right around 40,000, 40 to 50,000 people here in Vegas, but that was still a sizable number. On top of that, this gave our loop a big test because, this was like one of the first times that it had a massive event here. And, they had promised us that it could handle 1,400 people an hour, and it did. It worked. It worked just as planned, just as they had promised us. And it was kind of fun to be down there and listening to the comments and the questions and all that. And one of the big ones was, "When is this coming to our town? When is this coming to our town?" Well, currently not. Right now, it's going from it just goes to the West Hall, the South Hall, and the central part of the convention center. We are drilling a tunnel over to Resorts World, and then they are getting really serious about drilling the one down the Strip, which is going to be really awesome when they do that. So that was fun. Years ago, when I first started to come here, one of the fun things was what we saw as far as consumer technology in January would be hitting the store shelves, maybe November, December, with a rapid turnover in technology now. And now it's more like March and April, which is kind of scary as how far this stuff is or how fast this stuff is changing. Like I said, normally it would attract 140 to 150,000 people. Last year was completely online because of the lockdowns. This year was probably 40 to 50,000 people here, still a sizable number. And then at the last minute, a couple of the large vendors pulled out of the live side of the event. And I remember the doom and gloom media going, "Oh my God, CES is just going to die because of this." No, it didn't. It was fun because it opened up some of the show floors. And it gave us some more room to expand out, and it put more of the focus on the smaller tech and the emerging technology, which we normally don't focus on. But this year, because a couple of the larger vendors weren't there, we could actually see more of this. And let's be honest, a lot of these smaller technology operations is what the larger ones are either going to buy up or they're going to license that technology. So we got a better view of it. So it no matter what the doom and gloom media said, it didn't really impact the final outcome of the show. Every year there is one technology or one piece of electronics that kind of overshadows everybody else and is the media focus. I remember a couple of years when Amazon rolled out, and so you saw a lot of vendors go, "Hey, our product works with or can be connected to or is associated with," all right? same thing happened when Windows 10 came out, or Apple came out with the iPad and all that. So again, there's a one piece. This year it was robotics and artificial intelligence, and it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool, but it was also kind of scary to see where this is all going and how fast it's going there. Okay, I don't remember if it was Amazon's Jeff Bezos or somebody else said that, within the next couple of years, you're either going to be working for or working with a robot. And CES 2022 really proved that statement correct, and it's going to happen really soon here, because of the amount of automation and how fast it's adapting into almost every piece of our life. Every section of our life is being impacted by artificial intelligence and robotics. It's not science fiction, and it's not just for the rich and big now. There's a lot of stuff there that'll make our lives a whole lot easier because of automation. But on the flip side, it's like, how much freedoms and just how much personal information are we exchanging here in order to have these new gadgets because of the cloud and all that, which I'm not going to go into that, but it was just one of those things in the back of my mind, watching how all this stuff integrated with each other. And for me, I had a little nostalgia here because 30 years ago, I had worked with a agricultural implement manufacturer on a piece of technology called precision agriculture, which is basically farm implements being operated by GPS and a few other pieces of technology. And, to be there at the beginning, and then here I am 25, 30 years later, John Deere now has this completely autonomous tractor, combine, and for me, it was kind of cool to see. I was there at the beginning of that technology, and to see just where it all went, and to finally look and go, this is what we dreamed of 25 years ago. And a lot of people said this day would never happen. But to sit there and go, I was part of that, was kind of cool. For me, that was cool. So, so over the next couple of weeks, I will be posting some videos and doing some blogs about some of the stuff that I saw there, some of the technology, and how it's going to be part of our lifestyle or part of our business going forward. And it's not science fiction anymore, folks. It really isn't. Okay, so I am Mark Anthony. I am the Vegas Tourist. Follow me at the Vegas Tourist. Leave me your comments and your questions in the show notes down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe this video, and I will catch you on the next video.